Hi, this is Ike from Groovy Entertainment. Today we got another book to read for you. Today's book is the Berenstain Gibbon from 1997. So let's get started. It it's round the next bend, down a sunny dirt road. Just ask the next score, caterpillar or toad. For the tree house, home of the bear family, where Ma, Pa, and the cubs are cozy and warm in their split level tree. Just at the moment, inside their quiet home, they are reading Harvard Honeycomb. Honeycomb dribble, honeycomb drip. What's lie ahead? A handsome stranger, money, a chip. Grizzly grower, grizzly grunt, warned us of any danger to come. When Mama blew hard, loose flower flew. Who caught the flower? Papa, that's Sue. But Mama and Papa both had white, wait, had turned white. Pa from the flower, mom for fright. The sign in the pan stuck to the honey. With no handsome strangers, no trip, no money. But a bone chilling warning of danger ahead. The frightening footprints of a great giant Fred. Big paw, breathed Mama. Good grief, and Atlas. The Thanksgiving legend is coming to pass. Legend, asked sister? What legend is that? It says when the bear of the bear country grow greedy and fat and fail to share nature great bounty, that monster, Big Paw will come and gobble up bear county by county. Nonsense, mocked Papa. Nonsense and stuff. Nonsense, non-cynical, pure bear country griff. But Papa Bear couldn't have been more wrong. The Thanksgiving legend was coming on strong. Not more than 10 or 12 miles away, at that very moment of that very day, in a dark, musky forest, the ground was shaken from crane flying to croc. Swamp creatures were quivering or quaking. Something was coming. The creature was frantic. Something enormous. Something gigantic. It was Big Paw, of course. He was big by far than Paw Bunyan horse. And soldiers like boulders, ditto his knees, and paw big as dumpsters, and arms thick as trees. Out of the forest he came and he went. Each footprint, no, each footfall leaving a monster-sized dent. But Papa just scarfed and puffed out his chest. Just forget about monsters and all the rest. Because my dear, I beg to suggest, when it comes to holidays, your papa knows best. I'm a bear for holidays. I like them all. When, whether it's in winter, spring, summer, or fall. And your paw had perfect holiday habits. On Easter, I always make way for rabbits, and say a small poem was spring and rebirth. On Earth Day, of course, I cherish the earth. On Christmas Day, I think of others, father, mother, sister, brother. On Arbuck Day, I talk to the trees. Hello, tree. But Thanksgiving the best holiday, if you please. The one that's for me. It's really the winner. Why Thanksgiving dinner? Yes, it was almost time for the Bears Thanksgiving, the day they give thanks for their standard of living. And what's a standard? It was from hollow to hill, from from to glades. The bear country had it made, except for the legend that said if the bear country was selfish and greedy and kind of needy, give them no more than a tail of a wing, then Big Paw would come and do his thing. We have pickles and olives, mozzarella yams, two kinds of pies, jelly and jam, 7-grain bread, turkey of course, also radishes, both red and horse, corn on the cob, dripping with butter, so yummy yummy, so the other. So you can see, in Papa Bear case, all Thanksgiving mean was feeding his face. And I always forgot, no if, and, or but, my favorite treat. We know we know Papa, mixed nuts. So they went to a place that only they knew, the mixed nuts forest, where mixed nuts grew trees. As the cub picked the autumn and walnuts, pistachios too, when which Papa Bear claimed as his Thanksgiving due, and the entire forest started to lurch. The cubs fell like stone from their top loft perch, but they landed not with a bone jarring bump. They landed instead with a comfort whump. For you see, the cubs had been caught in the midair in the dumpster-sized paw of a monster-sized bear. It was Big Paw, of course. The monster had come. Talk about scared. The nervously talkable cubs was stuck dumb. It's to say something surprising happened that day. With a bit of a smile and a nurr of a sound, he gently placed them down on the ground. What a what a shock! What a surprise for Desperate! His manner and potion size. Big Paul was nice, gentle, and shy, a friendly, helpful sort of guy. Those cubs knew what they had to do. Tell the other part of the legend was true. Though he was powerful, fearsome, and tall, the monster called Big Paw was no monster at all. It was important news, so off they hurried, leaving Big Paw looking a little worried. Little cub, you forgot your mixed nuts. This certainly was true. No if, and, or buts. When the cubs told Papa their big paw tell, his eyes opened wide. His face grew pale. Papa didn't hear the positive part. All he heard was Big Paw. The name stuck terror in Papa Bear heart. Just hold on, said Mamma. Whether or not the legend is true, we must welcome the stranger. It's the right thing to do. But ignoring the news that Big Paw was nice and paying no need to Mama advice, Papa Bear called up the Bear Natural Guard. They would deal with the strangers. They would deal with him hard. Meanwhile, Big Paw had climbed to a high mountain ledge, and he stretched and yawned as he looked over the edge. As Big Paw yawned, rolling into the valley through a mountain path known as Echo Alley, they grew from a rumble to an enormous roar and confirmed the bear fear about the Thanksgiving monster of legend and lore. At last, Mama of Protest fell on deaf ear. The bear of Bear Country gave in to their fears. Mama advice notwithstanding, they put the cart of fear before the horse of understanding. To arm, cried Papa. There's no time to fuss. We have got to get him before he gets us. Sword and unheeded bugles were blown. They would no longer bear with mind of their own. They were no longer Jack and Jill, Betty and Bob. The bear had become a dangerous mob. With the false courage of numbers, to the mountains they went, with an arsonist, a weapon, and deadly intent. While up on the mountain, the cause of the flopping was settling down for a bit of a nap. When he heard the strange sound, it was so far away and not very loud. Of course, it was with the roar of a crowd. Now, Big Paw was certainly no mental wizard, but he was getting a feeling down deep in his grizzly that trouble was coming. So he scratched his head and started his fuzzy old nod a humming and used his powerful arms and soldier. He built a tower of boulders. If those bears was to charge up out of the valley, they would be just like pins in a bowling alley. But those bears kept on coming faster and faster. There was simply no way to avoid the disasters. But then, at the very last instant before the rock fell, there came through the den a cub high-pitched yell. Wait! It was Sister. Wait, Sister cried. The rock tower, it started to slide. Brother and sister, small in defense, had positioned themselves in defense of a giant. But brother and sister was in terrible danger. There was no one to help them except for the giant. When the bear looked on amazement and shock, Big Paw held back that tower of rock. It was with great sense of the mighty right arm he protected Small Bear and Sister from harm. Big Paw, our friend, he's very nice. He saved us once, now he rescued us twice. Weapon and the weapon and hats filled the air, plus thankful shouted from every bear. There was joy in the valley on that fateful day. The bear welcomed the stranger. Yes, they had a debt to repay. But it was more than that. At Thanksgiving dinner, the very next day, host Papa Bear had this to say: "Friends, we are thankful that we learned to share our bounty with our fellow bears. Excuse me, please. If you don't mind, here's something you left behind. Look, Papa, your favorite treat, mixed nuts. Yes, friend, it was quite a thing given. No ifs, and or buts." So that was the Berenstain Bears Thanksgiving from 1997. So if you like, subscribe, share, and comment, have a groovy day with another video coming out real soon.